Festivals are one of the most important aspects of Indian culture. They run through our veins, but most of us clearly don't know why we celebrate them. So this Diwali, let's understand things from a perspective that so-called Generation Z understands. As we know, people throw parties to celebrate reasonable occasions. A festival is also a reasonable occasion to celebrate. Speaking of Diwali as an example, it is celebrated for many reasons, a major one being Lord Rama. We all know, as wished by Kaikeyi, Ram had to be in exile for 14 years. During this period, Ravana abducts Sita and Ram wins her back by killing Ravana. That day was Dashera. Post this, Ram says goodbye to the people who helped him and returns back to Ayodhya on a day that we today celebrate as Diwali. Some might say, what's the big deal in returning home so that a country can celebrate? Nowadays, we throw a party to celebrate a breakup of our love. But in those days, imagine a person is loved by a whole country for his righteousness and what his return could bring to the people of Ayodhya. That's what it is celebrated for, the return of King's love for his people which was lost for 14 years. People lit diyas to welcome Lord Rama. Another incident that took place on Diwali is the victory of Satyabhama over Narakasura by killing Narakasura. Again, some may think how we celebrate one's killing. Imagine a person who is power-hungry, who abducts women, who torments innocent people through his tyranny. What would you do to this person if the judicial system fails to deliver justice? Death would be the justice for him. That's what happened to Narakasura. I think we people have a reason to celebrate now. This time also, people lit diyas and crackers to celebrate victory over evil. And some celebrate Diwali as a birthday of Mahalakshmi. Whatever the reason is, we got a reason to celebrate. That's the way of our generation. However, what if these celebrations harm someone? Should we celebrate at the cost of someone's life? Yeah, we celebrating Diwali is causing discomfort to some animals and is also costing lives of some newborn birds. This is because we fail to understand the very purpose of celebration. We blast bombs, we burn crackers and finally lit whatever that burns. But that's not the way, guys. Diwali is celebrated as it brings happiness to people by causing adharma's death, thus representing light winning over darkness, not noise winning over silence. As we got to know Diwali as a festival of light, don't think of burning things for light. If you lit things, this again causes air pollution. Why not we celebrate light through eco-friendly sources like lighting a diya, decorating LED bulbs, of course keeping in mind the minimal use of electricity. Thus, let's retell Diwali as a celebration of light, not any forms of pollution. Apart from these physical forms, why don't we bring light mentally into our lives? Yes, this is a time that calls for dispelling the sad and depressing moments of our life. It's time to burn that bloody adharma in us and bring up the light. But before that, aren't we forgetting something? There is no celebration without people, right? The more the people, the better the celebration is. So let's get the people who fought with us by forgiving them. Let's bring the people who need our help. Let's get our long-lost pals. Let's get everyone, guys. It's time for us to get together and celebrate. Finally, Happy Diwali, folks! Please don't forget your mask and social distancing while celebrating.